All right, this is a demonstration of the locking hem stitch. It is really similar to the hem stitch that we just did with one tiny difference. You'll need one piece of muslin, a threaded needle, your snips, and some pins. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. Same thing we did last time, a small fold, pressed please, followed by a larger fold, also pressed. Again, make sure you're pressing these in the costume shop if you don't have an iron at home. You need nice crisp edges to work with. Once again, we'll pin like we did for the hem stitch. Everything's fighting with me today. All right, now we're pinned up and ready to go. Got my needle threaded. And we're gonna start just like we did with the hem stitch. Go inside the fold, go right through the little edge of the fold there to bring your knot up close, and then that hides inside. First stitch, just a little bit from the garment, from the bottom side up through the fold. Just like we did on the hem stitch. The locking hem stitch is the exact same stitch through the garment, up through the fold. Except every third or fourth stitch, you will lock it in place. Up through the garment, up through the fold. 1, 2, this third, little bite in the garment, up through the fold. And on my fourth stitch, we'll go little bite through the garment, up through the fold. All right, now we've taken that fourth stitch and here's how we lock. Just go only through the fold one more time. Right there. So that stitch just goes around the fold. Then you'll go over, little bite of the garment, up through the fold. See how that's got an extra line right there? No line, no line, no line. That's our lock. Let's do it again. That's one stitch. 2, little bit of garment up through the fold. 3, little bit of garment up through the fold. 4, little bit of garment up through the fold. And since it's our fourth stitch, we want to lock again. How do we lock? We sew just around the fold, not through the garment, just the fold. Perfect. Then you carry on. A little bit of garment up through the fold. What this lock does is if a thread in your hem breaks, it keeps it from being able to be pulled out very easily. A little bit of garment up through the fold. Fourth stitch, a little bit of garment up through the fold, and lock it. Just sew through the fold. There you are. Oh, my needle came unthreaded. And that's how that should look. I'll rethread and we'll knot off. Knot off, not nod off. I know this might be boring, but I hope you're not falling asleep with a needle in your hand. No nodding off while you sew. You might poke your eye. Okay, same way we did with the hem stitch. When you're ready to knot off, you just make that knot in the fold because it'll never be seen from the outside of the garment. So, just one tiny bite, little loop, put the needle through the loop, tighten it down for your knot. Little loop, well, little caught loop, little loop, put your needle through the loop, tighten it down for the knot. Clip your thread and you're done. Again, all the way to the end for your sample. Tiny stitches for my hem. Pull these pins out and you're done. That's the locking hem stitch.